I think my favorite thing about this trophy is this is as big as my head. So this is the story about how we won this bad boy playing a little linear deck called Going Second Zoodiac. Thanks, Tintin. Now let's dig into this, shall we? Smash it, and grab out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content, of course. So this is our Going Second Zoodiac list. This is based on some of the theory that you saw from Pebeka Tintin's list and the Card Brawler Tournament list. So, if you're like, oh, how do you win, Robbie? You're playing Zoodiac. Did you guys know that this is a good card? I don't know how many of you guys need to hear that, but being able to have a board wipe that can resolve anywhere from 2 to 3 times on the same chain is actually really good. It's almost like it's adding Mr. Boss Monster. So, I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's your win con. Alright, so how does this deck function? So, we go second, we win the game. Duh! Alright, it's as simple as that. So we have triple copies of Throwblade. I'm going to be honest with you, you don't want to use the discard effect on this. Sometimes you do, but not all the time. The discard effect can punish you because you only have 10 zoo monsters, and you do not have a way to recycle them. If you need the resource, then that's fine. Other than that, I would consider keeping it because your resource management in this deck has to be massively spot on. We also have triple copies of Whiptail. So, here's the thing with Whiptail. Whiptail replaces Dryden in the giant scheme of building the big boss monster. It also is an extra 1,200, but I would be careful with this because, once again, you have to consider for the next turn. Is making a 3-pop Zeus worth it? Or will a 2-pop Zeus do with this having to be a starter to get to the next turn Zeus? That's the decision that you have to make while playing this deck. So, I think that sometimes the 3 is fine, sometimes gassing it all the way is not the best. Now, I am playing 2 Ram Ram. I think the 2 Ram Ram was honestly fine. I didn't see much of an issue to want to consider playing more than this. Especially when you have to go first. If you're going first and you have to Vespinato, I mean, it's fine. It sucks that you can't float beyond that, but typically this is the one I want to throw out. Also, niche interaction. This passing the skill onto the Borbo to detach from the trap, or for the trap protection, really good. Alright. Then we have the 2 copies of the Bunny Blast. This is your spell protector. I also didn't want to play the other Ram Ram for this this build. I also don't own a Catarist. Truthfully, I wanted to play 2 Ram Ram. Yeah, I wanted to play 2 of this. 1 Bunny, 1 Cataroost, because Cataroost passes on the monster protection onto the Exceed monster, and I wanted to do that, but for all intents and purposes, I had to play 2 Bunny Blasts because I didn't own a Cataroost. Truthfully, we went to the locals on Thursday, ended up locking down first place there. I was like, well, it's just a test run of it, and then we went to the trophy tournament Saturday. I'm like, I want to play Striker. So we played the same list because I was kind of confident in it at that point. And we went 5-0. Who would have guessed? That's our Zoodiac monsters. That's it. We're not playing Ratman. I think Ratman with the combo is fine if you want to play it. I understand what the logic is behind wanting to play it. I mean, recycling the Zoodiac pieces doesn't really do anything. You can't recycle Zeus. I mean, you could play a Pot of Avarice, but for the grindier games, I guess, but I don't think it's going to get to that point. Alright, so no fun allowed time. We have triple this card, so if you go first and you can't do anything, typically if you see this card, your opponent's not going to do anything either. That's kind of the joy of playing this deck. You play enough hand traps that life should be good. I was too lazy to... There's a lot of rarities that are going to annoy people in this video because I didn't take the time to find other stuff. So we have triple feet, which is fine. So that's your monster lineup. Easy stuff, right? Hey, look, it's Barrage. This card's limited to 1 for a reason. It's basically your extender. You see this, you can make F-Zero, but we don't play F-Zero. I was too lazy to grab the ulties. So we played 2 German, 1 secret. Alright, now for some sauce. We play 1 Engage. Robbie, why are you playing Engage? That doesn't... Are you just playing Engage? Or are you just playing Sky Striker Zoodiac? So, let me tell you a story, guys. let me tell you a story about shoving Zeus in the extra monster zone and playing this card. So, this card says, hey, you want to make your Zeus unaffected by card effects? Well, that'd be cool. What would happen if you have 3 spells in the graveyard? Oh, you also get battle immunity? I don't know who's battling over a Zeus, truthfully, to be honest with you guys, but, you know, hey, sometimes your opponent has to make access, code talker, try to do things. But here's the thing. You have this. Your Zeus gets back to your turn, which means you can play the game. Hey, you wanna shove that Borbo up in the extra monster zone? Attack directly, your opponent thinks they're going to do something? Hit them with the old Eagle Booster. Alright? And, since we can get saucy, we get to play the 1 Widow Anchor. Yeah, this comes up. Look, more no fun allowed cards. This format's so toxic I have to play 3 of these. Yeah. So here's the thing, alright? Yeah, your opponent doesn't take battle damage. That's fine. Zeus just reads an Exceed monster needs to battle. Did you know that 0 is still a battle? Yay, rulings. We have triple copies of Forbidden Droplets. This comes in handy with this good card. So this card sucks, but it's mandatory. So, Tenki stays face up in your spell and trap card zone. So, sometimes you have to do some 800 IQ where you have to Forbidden Droplet off the Tenki so that you can Lightning Storm your opponent. Don't ask, alright? It comes up. I've actually had it come up 4 times. 4 times out of, what, 9 rounds? That's insanity to me that that's relevant. We have 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster. And then, couldn't find the other 2 alties, so we're playing 1 and 2 ultras. Good times. So this was one of the big changes from Tintin's list that I saw for the Card Brawlers list. I think that playing this is massively important. You don't give 2 craps about what's in here. Like, truthfully, any of the Zoodiac monsters is a starter, alright? Like, that's what you need. You care about just getting resources and playing the game. Whatever else you see is just fodder to play the game. And that's why I like this card. This card also baits Ash. Or, you know, if you Tenki and your opponent ashes it and you're like, uh-oh, stinky, you have to slap us. Or if you're as good as me, alright? For the first time ever in my life, I engaged into Desires. Yes. I drew Desires off the engage. That was good. And then we have triple copies of Infinite Permanents. I don't like the Bombardment trap card, the one that detaches material from a Machine Xyz for a pop. I just kind of feel like going full ignorant is more rewarding in the grand scheme of things. I think this is 41. So, that's the brick. Now, down here in the old extra deck, this is where things get massively vanilla. Hey, look, this guy lets me attack directly. This is how we make Zeus. This card says, would you like to detach a material, revive something? Oh wait, it doesn't matter because we're going to Zeus. This one's weird. Like, the only time that this has come up is when my Borbo got Effect Veilered. And I was like, uh-oh, I can't do anything. So we detach, bring back the Ram so the Ram could float through the next turn. It's weird. Like, it's fine. Hey, this one says, would you like an extra material? AK, would you like to put a whip tail on your monster to get some extra damage in? Yes, I would. Alright. We have 2 copies of Hammer Bong. This is just an extra material. Literally everything here is just an extra material. We have 1 Vespinato. This is our turn 1 play. This is called Vespi Pass. And we pray. And then we have triple copies of the God Killer himself. Alright. This card is good. You know, things are getting weird when you have a Zeus with a Zeus with a Zeus on top. And this is your base Zeus. This was me at Locals on Saturday. Stacked the Zeus, attacked with the Zeus, overlaid a Zeus on the next turn, made this Zeus, detach these 2. Good times. Sometimes you just Zeus on top of Zeus. Alright, it'd be like that. Side deck here. We have triple copies of Space Rock Man because we need hand traps. Alright. Oh yeah, this whole side deck is just going to be hand traps, by the way. Or other good cards. So, buckle up. This is no fun allowed for our good friends, the Drytron deck. This is no fun allowed for Virtual World. Yeah, I know. I banished his Searcher spell. Good times. This is also for Drytron. Huh. Weird. It's almost like... this is for back row. It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes you have to board in, stuff to play the game. Or, you gotta board out bad cards like Dark Rule No Mores. This is for back row decks. I don't draw this card. I don't draw this card either. And this is, we board out bad cards when we need to, and we board these in. If we know we're going first, because our opponent's like, oh, we're not smart, then we board in Judgment. It at least makes the situation a little bit better. Overall matchups with this deck, I played Dinosaur, Striker, Drytron, VW. Pretty much played the meta with this, honestly. Warrior Toolbox as well. I've been down the ringer with this deck, and truthfully, this deck's a blast. No complaints. Yes, I have played against the guy with Kaijus. Sad thing is, he Kaijus me, and then he's got to deal with the next turn Zeus. So, if you can't deal with the next turn Zeus, well, that's where the problem arises. It's just 3 turns of constant pop 3 everywhere. This card is good. I can't stress that enough. It's good Yu-Gi-Oh! So, guys, what do you think about the list? Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Smash the like button, subscribe, so you guys don't miss out on more content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on this more cool content. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out Vanquill40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by Vanquill40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mclgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.